Coordinate geometry. In this chapter, first topic, distance formula, means distance between 2 points we have to cover. But before study about distance formula, you should know some basic concept about coordinate geometry. Coordinate plane or coordinate system. Some basic information you should know, that is coordinates of any point on x-axis we can write as a comma 0. Means if any point written on x-axis, y coordinate of the point will be 0. Second important point, if any point you are writing on y-axis, then x coordinate of that point will be 0. And third point, coordinate of the origin 0 comma 0. Origin means intersection point of x-axis and y-axis. Then the coordinates of point on xy plane we can write in the form of a comma b, where x coordinate of any point is known as abscissa and y coordinate known as RD. Distance of any point on the plane from x-axis equal to mod of b, means absolute value. You will take positive sign only. And distance of any point AB from y-axis is equal to mod of A. So these are 6 basic things which you should know before starting the chapter coordinate geometry. Here first formula, distance formula. On plane draw two axes, x-axis and y-axis. Mention here 2 points on coordinate plane I have taken as P and Q. Coordinates of point P is taken as x1, y1. Coordinates of point Q as x2, y2. Then from point P and Q, draw perpendicular on x-axis, that is PL and QM. And also from point P, draw perpendicular on QM, that is PR is the perpendicular on QM. Then distance formula which we have to derive here, the distance between P and Q is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Now very carefully read the figure. Distance formula already written here which we have to prove or derive. Since value of QR, just observing figure QR, since coordinates of point Q is written as x2, y2, x2 represent distance of point from y-axis, means this whole distance OM is x2, and y2 means distance of point from x-axis, means QM. Value of QM is y2. Similarly for points P, x1, y1 given. x1 means distance of point from y-axis, means OL, and y1 represent distance of point from x-axis, that is PL, and which is also equal to RM. Now here QR written. QR we can write as QM minus RM. Value of QM means Y2 and RM is same as PL, and which is equal to Y1. Therefore value of QR is Y2 minus Y1. Similarly you can write the value of PR. PR is same as LM, and LM we can write as OM minus OL, and which is equal to x2 minus x1. Now you have to concentrate in triangle PRQ. In PRQ, value of PR equal to x2 minus x1 and RQ equal to y2 minus y1. Our objective, we want to find distance between P and Q. Now easily you can observe In next step, we can apply Pythagoras theorem in triangle PRQ. In triangle PRQ, since angle are equal to 90 degree, therefore by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square equal to base square plus perpendicular square. Put the value. Base means x2 minus x1 whole square plus perpendicular means y2 minus y1 whole square. Therefore, PQ equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. In this pattern, you can find the distance between 2 points on coordinate plane. Therefore, if coordinates of 2 points given as x1, y1 and x2, y2, then distance between P and Q, we can write D equal to PQ equal to x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here x2 minus x1 whole square means difference between x coordinates of 2 points, then square it, plus difference between y coordinates of 2 points is square it. Add them and find out square root. That is the distance between 2 points. Now next, if any point is given and if we want to find distance of point from origin, then distance of point from origin directly we can write using formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square in under root. Under root, in place of x2, y2, a and b written, ab. x1, y1, origin. Origin means coordinates of origin 0, 0. Therefore, x2 minus x1 whole square, a minus 0 whole square plus b minus 0 whole square equal to a minus 0 whole square means a square plus b minus 0 whole square means b square. Therefore, distance of point AB from origin directly we can use formula under root a square plus b square. Under root x coordinate square plus y coordinate square. Now next, some important points which you should remember in the application of distance formula. If any quadrilateral given and you have to prove it is a square. If coordinates of 4 points as A, B, C and D given and you have to prove it is a square. For square, what you have to do? Just find out measurements of all sides AB, BC, CD and DA. If all sides are equal and diagonals are also equal to each other, then we can say given quadrilateral is a square. If to prove it is a square, first you find measurements of all sides AB, BC, CD and DA. If all 4 sides are equal, then also find out length of diagonal AC and BD. If diagonals are also equal to each other, then it is a square. We got definition of square, you know. And next, rhombus. If all 4 sides are equal, then it is rhombus. The difference between rhombus and square is clear. Rhombus means only all 4 sides are equal. Diagonals may be equal or may not be equal. But in case of square, it is necessary that along with all 4 sides, diagonals are also equal to each other. Then you can see it is a square. Some other properties of rhombus and square, I hope you know, you have covered in previous classes. Means diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. In case of square rhombus, also should remember that diagonals of rhombus bisect each other at 90 degree. But if to prove since rhombus, for rhombus minimum requirement is if all 4 sides are equal, it implies it is a rhombus. If all 4 sides are equal and diagonals are also equal, then square. Now parallelogram. Parallelogram means opposite pair of sides are equal. Therefore, both the pair of opposite sides are equal. Then it is a parallelogram. Our second option to prove parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. It implies midpoint of both the diagonals represent same coordinates. The second option or first is very easy. Find out AB, BC, CD and DA. If opposite sides are equal, it implies it is a parallelogram. And for rectangle, if opposite sides are equal and diagonals are also equal, then we can say it is a rectangle. In case of parallelogram, diagonals may or may not be equal. These four things you should remember. If coordinates of A, B, C and D given, you have to prove square, rhombus, parallelogram and rectangle. You should remember these conditions so that easily you can solve and confirm the given quadrilateral is square or it is a rhombus or parallelogram or rectangle. Now next, if coordinates of 3 points given A, B and C, you have to prove that triangle is isosceles triangle. Then isosceles triangle means a triangle in which two sides are equal, known as isosceles triangle. Therefore, find out AB, BC and CA. If any two sides are equal, means it is a isosceles triangle. For equilateral triangle, if all three sides are equal, then we can say it is an equilateral triangle. Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle means a triangle in which one angle is 90 degree. So therefore, for right angle triangle, you have to find out AB, BC and CD. Because using distance formula, you are going to prove these results. In right angle triangle, first you find out AB, BC and CD. If square of longest side equal to the sum of square of the two sides, then it is a right angle triangle. And the angle opposite to longest side is right angle. Means if three sides, 3 points given for isosceles triangle, any two sides are equal. Equilateral triangle, all three sides are equal. And right angle triangle, square of longest side equal to the sum of square of other two sides. Next point, which is you should remember, if 3 points given, you have to prove 3 points are collinear. For example, if 3 points you are taking as ABC or PQR, then sum of distances between any two pair of points is equal to distance between the remaining pair of points. Then you can say 3 points are collinear. For more clarify, let 3 points A, B and C are given. Means coordinates of A, B and C given. First you find using distance formula value of AB, BC and AC. After that, if the longest distance in these three measurements equal to the sum of other two distances, by chance if AB equal to BC plus AC or BC equal to AB plus AC or AC equal to AB plus BC, then we can say given 3 points are collinear. That is written here in language. Sum of distances between any two pair of points means any two means AB BC or it may be AB AC or BC AC equal to distance between remaining pair of points means remaining if AB BC you are taking the remaining is BC. In this pattern, if 3 points given, you have to put collinear, find out AB, BC and AC. If longest distance equal to sum of other two distances, then 3 points are collinear. Now, if by chance sum of longest distance is not equal to the sum of other two distances, then you will write the 3 points are non-collinear points, means 3 points not lie on the same line. Collinear means if 3 points lie on the same line, then we can say 3 points are collinear. Using 3 collinear points, triangle is not possible to form. Now some questions. Coordinates of 2 points given. You have to find distance between these 2 points. First, you should know the distance formula. If coordinates of 2 points given as x1, y1, x2, y2, then distance formula is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here in the question, x1, y1, x2, y2 means x1 6, y1 minus 8, x2 2 and y2 minus 5. Just apply here. x2 minus x1 means 2 minus 6 whole square plus y2 minus y1 minus 5 minus minus 8 minus plus 8 whole square. So 2 minus 6 minus 4 whole square plus minus 5 plus 3 means 3 square equal to 16 plus 9 equal to under root 25 and square root of 25 is 5. In this pattern, using distance formula, we can find distance between 2 points. Now next question. Find the coordinates of point on y-axis which are at a distance of 5 units from the point having coordinates 3, 2. If any point on coordinates you consider, then you will take as 0, b because x coordinate of point on y-axis always 0. Same, if anyone asks write the point on x-axis, then y coordinate will be 0. Let point on x-axis be 0, b. Then distance between 2 points formula you know, d equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Here take 3, 2 as x1, y1 and 0 be x2, y2. Means x1 3, y1 2, x2 0, y2 b. x2 minus x1 0 minus 3 whole square plus y2 minus y1 b minus 2 whole square. Since value of d is given as 5, in place of d write down 5 equal to under root 0 minus 3 whole square means 9 plus b minus 2 whole square. Now squaring both sides, so 25 equal to 9 plus b square minus 4b plus 4. Just use formula a minus b whole square, and a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now further simplify, you will get b square minus 4b and 25 transfer right this side. The 9 plus 4 13 minus 25 means minus 12. Now you have to factorize it. B square minus 4b minus 12 equal to 0 means b square minus 6b plus 2b minus 12 equal to 0. Means you have to find two factors of 12 whose difference is 4. Therefore minus 6b plus 2b. Now in first two terms b common, b minus 6 remains, plus 2 common, b minus 6. Now if b minus 6 common, then remaining part is b plus 2. Hence values of b equal to 6 or minus 2. Therefore required points on y-axis are 0, 6 and 0, minus 2. So there are 2 points which are required on y-axis, because we have taken on y-axis as 0, b and value of b we are getting 2 values. Therefore points are 0, 6 and 0, minus 2. Question number 3. So that 3 points 6, 9, 0, 1 and 6, minus 6, minus 7 are collinear. 3 points considered as A, B and C. Then find out A, B, B, C and AC. First, distance formula. D equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Write down BC. BC means coordinates of B taken as x1, y1 and C x2, y2. And apply the distance formula. x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square equal to under root 36 plus 64 equal to under root 100 and square root 100 is 10. Similarly, find out AB. If we are writing AB, then coordinates of A we take as x1 y1 and coordinates of B x2 y2. Or directly you can write 0 minus 6 whole square 1 minus 9 whole square equal to 10. Then AC A to C minus 6 whole square plus minus 7 minus 9 whole square equal to under root 144 plus 256 equal to under root 400, which is equal to 20. Here you can observe the longest side means AC equal to sum of other two distances means EB plus BC. Therefore, 3 points A, B and C are collinear. In this pattern, you can solve questions based on collinearity of 3 points. Now next, if coordinates are P, Q, R and S given, and you have to show that P, Q, R, S is a rhombus, then you have to confirm it is a square or not, and also find area of rhombus. Since coordinates of P, Q, R and S are given, therefore just write down distance formula. Distance formula means d equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Find out PQ, distance between P and Q. Minus 5 minus 3 means minus 5 plus 3 whole square plus y2 minus y1 minus 5 minus 2 whole square. Simplify 4 plus 49 under root equal to root 53. Similarly, find out value of QR, 2 plus 5 whole square plus minus 3 plus 5 whole square equal to root 53. Then RS and PS. PQR, this fourth point is S. Coordinates of this fourth point, that is S. Fine. Here you are getting PQ equal to QR equal to RS equal to PS. All four sides are equal. Therefore, we can say it is a rhombus. Rhombus means if all four sides are equal, then it is a rhombus. Now, for square, what is necessary condition? In case of square, all four sides are equal. After that, diagonals are also equal. Then we can say it is a square. Now, find out length of diagonals. Value of PR x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square equal to under root 50. QS again x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square after solving 162. And here since diagonals are not equal, therefore it is not a square. Now last, area of rhombus. Just use formula. Area of rhombus equal to 1 by 2 into product of diagonals equal to 1 by 2 equal to root 50 into under root 162 multiply under root 80 100 square root 90 and 90 divided by 2 45 square units. In this process you can solve questions based on distance formula. Now some questions for practice. First question, coordinates of 2 points given, you have to find distance between them. In question number 3, you have to find the coordinates of point on x-axis which are at a distance of 10 units from the point minus 4, 8. And in question number 3, coordinates of 3 points given, you have to prove these 3 points are collinear. In this pattern, you have to solve these 3 questions and submit your answer. It is the first topic which we have covered, the distance between 2 points on coordinate plane. What are different applications of distance formula and questions based on distance formula. In next topic, we have covered section formula.